Hey, my home business entrepreneurs, Stacey Hall from staceyhall.com. Are you having a hard time getting people to take you seriously in your online business? Are you out there working your butt off and just facing a ton of rejections and not getting a lot of yeses? Don't panic. I know how you feel, and there's a really good chance that what you're suffering from is a lack of influence. I'm going to help you today with some tips to help you to become an online authority quickly and become the kind of leader that people want to follow. If we've never met before, again, my name is Stacey Hall from staceyhall.com, and my mission is to simplify online marketing and make it fun for entrepreneurs to increase their confidence, influence, and results. Before we go any further, I do want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Somewhere around this video, there will be a spot for you to do that, because every week I come out with a brand new training designed to help you build your business. Okay, so you lack authority. What are you going to do about it? It's actually not that difficult to build authority online. However, there are very specific strategies that you really need to embrace if you want to do it quickly and effectively, which I'm pretty sure most of you probably do, right? So why become an authority? Well, people who are perceived as authorities in their marketplace, they just tend to get more leads, they tend to get more sales, they tend to recruit more reps, and they also have a tendency to get more people reaching out to them so they don't have to do any of the chasing. How awesome does that sound? How do you do that? I've got those answers for you. Grab a piece of paper and a pen, because I'm about to give you the gold. Tip number 1, narrow your focus. Okay, I know that you may have a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff, and you may be super passionate about your product, your service, your opportunity, but if you don't know who you want to be the go-to person for, if you don't know who you truly want to serve, you're going to end up trying to appeal to everyone, and ultimately you will appeal to no one. So the more you can narrow your focus of who it is that you're trying to reach, the better off you will be. In keeping with that, you also want to craft your online brand. I see a lot of people doing this completely backward, where they just start like showing up everywhere, throwing a ton of content into the universe, but they have no focus, no parameters. They're not speaking a congruent, consistent language. Nobody knows what they stand for, and ultimately it falls on deaf ears. You need to have a brand that's crafted and that's clear and concise and, ready to roll before you start throwing out a mass amount of content. Now, I'm not suggesting you should stay in learning mode forever and not do anything, but I'm suggesting the key pieces of creating a brand can be done relatively quickly. You just have to give it some thought. So figure out who you are, what you stand for, what your message is, who you want to share that message with, how you help them, and what content you can create that's going to solve their problems. Once you have that figured out, you are good to go. Number 2, build your audience. Build your audience. There's a really good chance that the people who are on your friends list right now are not going to be enough to help you build a really big online business. You need to be adding people to your network every single day. Make a habit of reaching out to 5 to 10 new people every single day and just start conversations. Your goal is not to sell them anything. Your goal is not to recruit those people. Your goal is simply to start the conversation and build a relationship. Super important, because without an audience, who are you going to sell anything to, right? That's number 2. Number 3 to becoming an online authority is learning how to engage that audience. What does it mean to engage your audience? Well, essentially, it means you want to entertain them, educate them, help them with things that are troubling them, solve their problems. Ultimately, it's really important, if you want to become an authority online in anything, you need to know your stuff. Okay? It doesn't mean you have to be a super big expert. It doesn't mean you have to know more than everyone else on planet Earth, but you do need to know more about that topic than the people that you're sharing your information with, right? So make sure that you are learning consistently. Always be a student. Always be adding to your base of knowledge. Know your stuff, because people can sniff out a fake like that, okay? And once you know your stuff, teach your stuff. That's like one of the best ways that you can engage your audience. Your people, the people that are the perfect prospects for you, your product, your service, your opportunity, they have problems. They have things that keep them up at night. They have worries. If you can provide a solution to those problems, they will follow you to the moon. As part of engaging your audience, you're going to be creating content. There's a lot of crap content out there, tons and tons of it. Do not just be a space filler, okay? Create really valuable content that's memorable, that people want to share. And how do you do that? Well, think about what you wish you'd known if you were just starting out. Solve those problems for people. What do you wish you knew about the topic you're an expert in? When you first came on board, provide solutions, provide aha moments for them, and it will become memorable and they will want to share it. Number 4, if you want to become an online authority in your space nowadays, it's almost essential that you be doing video. I know a lot of people are kind of afraid of it, but I'm not joking when I tell you, you get over that really quickly and it's so impactful. There is no easier way, there's no faster way for you to build rapport, to really create that know, like, trust factor with the people that you're trying to engage with. And it's the fastest way for you to build your authority. So get used to it, get on video. That's number 4. Number 5, have a blog. Have a blog. A lot of people tell me, oh, blogging's dead. Nobody cares about blogs. It's not true. The biggest online authorities in multiple niches have blogs with great, valuable content. Why is this so important? Well, besides the fact that when you have a blog that has such great content available in one place, your people can learn where to find you, you also own that. That is pretty much the only content online that is totally controlled by you. It's your island, it's your piece of real estate. You don't control Facebook, you don't control Instagram, you don't control any other social media, but you do control what's on your blog. You control the conversation there, and you control the flow of information. So it's really important that you have that island, because if anything happens to any other platform, if Mark Zuckerberg suddenly decides to completely change some aspect of Facebook, it could really negatively impact your business. If you have a blog and it's your home, then you're in control. The other thing about having a blog too is that you can do guest writing on other people's blogs too, right? You can become part of that whole blogging universe, and you can gain major authority and influence by having your content on other influencers' blogs. Number 6, be consistent. Boy, oh boy. If you come out of the gate running and you do 30 days of videos, I see this all the time, 30-day video challenge, 10-day video challenge, it's wonderful. But if you're gonna do videos every day for 30 days and then you're just gonna stop, you are kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Because what happens is when you start to build major momentum, you're actually teaching your audience what to expect from you. So if you're showing up in their newsfeed every single day at 7 p.m. and then all of a sudden you disappear for 2 months, you're almost going to be starting all over again. So get yourself into a consistent routine of providing content in a way that works for you and that's tenable long term, because being consistent is even more important than being prolific. So in other words, being reliable and giving your audience an ability to know what to expect from you consistently is more important than pouring a ton of content into the marketplace. Number 7, know the other influencers in your niche. This is really powerful. Man, pay attention to what's going on. Know who matters in your space. Who do people follow? Who do they love? Who are the top influencers? Who are the people who have what you want? Right? You know what I'm talking about. Follow them. Make sure you know their world and you know their audience, because they have a lot to teach you, and also being a part of their universe is going to help you. Be of service to those people. Provide value to their world. Give them shout outs. Quote them when they say something of value. Share their stuff, right? Tag people in their lives, whatever. If you showcase them, they'll remember your face, okay? If you're a good, solid person who's doing really good work and you acknowledge other leaders, they will respect you for that and you will become part of that world. And that helps you in the end also, which is really fantastic. Number 8, go to events and get around those leaders. Going to events serves so many purposes. I've done lots of trainings on that before, so I'm not going to go into the particulars of why you need to be at events, but let's just say you're able to continue being a student by going to events. You're going to collect a lot of information that you can then teach, which is very important, but you're also able to get around other leaders and being there to hear what they have to say and also making sure they know who you are and being seen with them and getting pictures with them and being part of that social atmosphere goes a long way to helping you build your authority and your influence in your marketplace. So make sure that you carve out time and money to get to those events. Number 9, the last one, be everywhere. Okay, be everywhere. Now, I'm not saying you need to create content for every social media platform. I don't recommend that. You're just going to muddy the waters and you're going to spread yourself too thin. It's way more important to be consistent and focused, as I've mentioned. However, if you learn how to repurpose your memorable, shareable content, man, it goes a long way to getting your message out there in a big way. So if you take one 5-minute video and chop it up into a bunch of pieces and repurpose part of it on your blog, share part of it on social media, maybe create a podcast out of part of it. Do you see where I'm going with this? Your people are going to end up seeing you everywhere, and you kind of want that because if you're visible and you look pro, you have a blog, you're creating memorable content, and they're seeing you hobnobbing with other leaders. Do you see? It goes a long way towards creating massive authority and influence in your niche. Without influence, you can't get very far. Okay, you can't build influence without being seen as an authority, so they go hand in hand. Your life will be a lot more simple when other people are reaching out to you in droves because they see you as that authority and that leader they want to follow. That's ultimately what we really want, isn't it? I hope that helped. I hope you got value. If you did, by all means, please share this with anyone that you think can benefit. Sharing is caring, and they'll love you for it, and so will I. Okay, if you're not currently on my blog, make sure you head on over to stacyhall.com because I do have a lot of training there that you can take in that's really going to help you with your business. Before you go, question of the week. Were there any tips that I gave you today that you're excited to go and implement? I'd love to know. Drop a comment below so we can keep the conversation going. Just real quick before I go also, I just want to let you guys know that if you have never been to a Ray Higdon event, man, they are life-changing. They really are life-changing. And he has one coming up in Sanibel, Florida, September 22nd. It's coming up really soon. It's sold out, so you can't go live, but that's okay because I can get you a live stream ticket so you can participate in the whole event from the comfort of your home, in your PJs, okay, whatever you want. And I can get you a really sweet deal on that because you're part of my VIP membership base, okay? So if you're not on my blog, make sure, as I said, that you head on over to stacyhall.com because all the information you need will be beneath the video and blog post there. And you can enter your name and information, and I will get back to you to make sure that you get your questions answered and you get access to your live stream ticket. Okay, my friends, it's been great hanging out with you on this episode. I can't wait to see you on the next one. In the meantime, go and make your mark. Love you guys. Bye for now.